A Maryland judge has denied a request for a reduction of sentence in a murder that happened in 1982. Before I jump into details, as always, please, a major trigger warning. Stephanie Roper was just 22 years old when she was driving to her family's home. Her car breaks down. 17-year-old Jerry Beatty and 26-year-old Jack Jones stop to offer her a ride. That night, they kidnapped, essayed her, and took her life. They were both handed down life sentences. However, Jerry Beatty submitted a petition to have his sentence reduced. Why? Because in 2021, a law passed called the Juvenile Restoration Act, which bars courts from sentencing defendants to life in prison without the possibility of parole for crimes that they committed when they were under the age of 18. However, the judge denied this request, specifically stating that while, yes, she was aware that he had completed multiple programs during his time in prison, she didn't feel that he was fit to re-enter society. Furthermore, cited a pattern of avoiding accountability, minimizing his actions as to one of the reasons why he wanted to have his reduction. Now, Stephanie's mom talks about the fact she was finally able to give a victim impact statement. She shares that at the time that her daughter's life was taken, victim impact statements were not allowed. She was not even permitted inside of the courtroom at Betty or Jones' trial. So she says that she had no words to describe how she felt. In fact, she said that the most rewarding part for me personally was the ability after almost 43 years to present a victim impact statement to the courts to confront one of the men that took her daughter's lives, because of course they had to have a full hearing to go over both cases. Now, they did share that after all of this happened, Stephanie's mom actually founded the Stephanie Roper Committee and Foundation with her husband to provide support for victims' families, which led to the incorporation of the Maryland Crime Victims Resource Center, which actually provides a range of services for survivors and victims' families. She shares that one of the reasons that she was so passionate about this was because her family had no right to information, no right within the trial, no right to be heard after conviction before sentencing. She and her husband made it their mission to change this. And she did say that she was very surprised by the decision of the judge because she was terrified and thought that he was going to be released on parole. I am glad to hear that he, in fact, was not. Talk to you soon.